I wrote each and every one, and each and everybody, and anybody could come and step up. Bring your receipts. But I'm not playing. I'm back outside and I'm fighting back for us. And I'm also do a little fighting back for me. You know what I'm saying? So
let's get to action. I don't care if you understand it, you don't understand it. I'm a warrior. I've been in head to head with these folks.
Out of nowhere, the silence was done. And when it broke, it wasn't cool at all. No peace vibes, no friendly energy. This wasn't just music talk anymore. Diddy wasn't only checking 50, he aimed straight at Netflix too. And that's when the whole thing went left. Diddy didn't jump on Instagram, he didn't tweet, he didn't go live. He moved how bosses move when they feel played. Instead of yelling, he let his people talk. And when they talked, it was heavy. According to sources, Diddy's camp made it clear he felt this whole Netflix move was grimy. They said this wasn't about telling a balanced story, this was about setting him up and letting an old enemy run the narrative.
What did 50 Cent tell you he wanted? So the biggest question everybody's asking, how the hell y'all get a hold of that footage? Do you believe that it served to incriminate him even more, or did it garner some level of sympathy purely for the level of desperation he appeared to be exhibiting while he was talking to his lawyers? I mean, it comes across like, at least in some people's eyes, like it was a connection to Diddy.
The word they used hit hard, hit piece. That means they felt this was designed to paint him dirty from the jump. No fairness, no middle ground. And what really rubbed him the wrong way was Netflix handing creative control to 50 Cent, a dude who's been throwing shades at him for years.
I haven't had issues with Puffy. I don't like him like that. Like, I don't like things that he would do and make me uncomfortable.
So we're speaking on Diddy, we're speaking on Puff.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't have that thing where, we didn't have no thing. I wasn't sending nothing at him, big. If it was on the street side like that, we would be actively doing things to each other.
You click this video to see what really went down with 50 Cent, P. Diddy, and the whole celebrity game. And that's exactly what you about to get. So hit that subscribe button and smash the notification bell to stay updated on the latest behind-the-scenes tea. In Diddy's eyes, that wasn't accidental, that was intentional. Like letting somebody who don't like you write your life story. His camp said that crossed the line, not just business-wise, but personal too. They pointed out that Diddy had real respect for Netflix leadership, especially Ted Sarandos, and had even been part of Netflix projects before. So to him, this felt like betrayal from people he thought was solid. Online, the reactions split fast. Some folks said Diddy sounded defensive and scared, like he was trying to block something before it exposed more than he wanted. Others said, nah, any man would be mad if a platform that big let a longtime rival shape his image for millions of viewers. Either way, the streets could feel the tension.
So, I'm gonna make it abundantly clear. I'm not here defending Diddy. Nobody's wrong for giving an opinion about any subject. Period. I'm not here defending Diddy. Don't let the narrative fool you or get to you. Once again, somebody's creating narratives. This is my point. So please look at the whole clip that I did and then look what happens with the narrative. And that's what I'm telling you. Y'all people don't be sheep.
This wasn't playful beef anymore. This was about pride, control, and reputation. And once that line got crossed, there was no walking it back. Because when a man feels his name is being dragged by people he once trusted, he don't argue loud. He prepares for war. And everybody could tell the next move wasn't going to be music. It was going to be legal.
This documentary hit different from the jump, and people felt it right away. Soon as Netflix dropped the poster for Sean Combs' The Reckoning, the internet started buzzing heavy. This wasn't no random music throwback or feel-good story. Folks knew something was up because 50 Cent been hinting at this for a long minute, making slick comments, laughing it off, letting people know he had something lined up. So when it finally landed, it felt planned, like pressure that had been building finally got released.
I hope that he now has a different perspective and a better sense of
what to do and what not to do while you're out in the world, you know?
People online started saying this didn't feel fair or balanced. It felt targeted. Not polished, not neutral, more like somebody airing things out on a big stage. Fans kept bringing up the long history between 50 and Diddy, saying there's too much bad blood there for this to be just business. Blogs and timelines were full of people saying the timing wasn't random, the tone wasn't accidental, and the goal didn't seem innocent. Some called it truth-telling, others called it messy, but everybody agreed on one thing. This wasn't just content, this was personal. And once people started watching and realizing how deep it went, it became clear this wasn't just another Netflix drop. It was a line being crossed, and everybody knew the response was going to be serious.
Diddy has said this. He said, when I give a party, I have to have an ambulance outside of the house. Paramedics ready. That people have to take IVs. Remember the time that him and his mama kissed each other on the lips? Do you remember that both of them was getting an IV at the same time?
Once Diddy saw this thing wasn't slowing down, he stopped playing defense and went straight to the lawyers. According to sources, his legal team sent Netflix a cease and desist, and that's not a light move, that's a hard stop type message, basically saying y'all better cut this out right now or it's gonna get ugly. His camp said Netflix had no right touching that footage, no permission, no green light, especially private moments that were never meant for the public. They felt Netflix crossed a real line, not just business-wise, but legally, like snatching something that wasn't theirs and putting it on blast. The goal was clear, either pull the series or be ready to answer for it in court. But Netflix didn't flinch. They didn't delay it, didn't water it down, didn't take it off the platform. They let it ride like they knew something Diddy didn't. And that's when folks realized this wasn't just a warning letter. This was a power play. Big money versus big money. And once Netflix stood their ground, the streets knew this situation was about to get way deeper than anyone expected. When people finally pressed play, that's when the real shock kicked in. This wasn't old clips everybody already seen or some polished interviews. This was behind-the-scenes stuff, real close, real personal, the kind of footage you don't expect to ever leak out. Cameras in hotel rooms, private talks, raw reactions, no filter, no cleanup. Folks online were like, hold up, how'd they even get this? According to sources, Diddy's team was heated, saying that footage was never meant for Netflix at all. They claimed it was taken out of context and snatched from a project Diddy was working on to tell his own story his own way. His camp said some of those clips crossed a serious line, even catching moments with lawyers involved, stuff that should have stayed locked down. Fans were split watching it. Some felt like they were seeing the truth for the first time. Others felt uncomfortable, like they were peeking into something private. Either way, once those scenes hit the screen, there was no unseeing it. The footage made everything feel way more serious, way more real, and it stopped being just talk online. At that point, everybody knew this wasn't just entertainment anymore. This was personal business being aired out in front of the whole world. Netflix wasn't backing down at all, and that's what really surprised people. Instead of folding under pressure, they stood 10 toes down and let the directors speak for the whole project. In an interview with Netflix's own Tudum, Alexandria Stapleton basically said everything Diddy's camp was claiming wasn't true. She said the footage was legally obtained, paperwork straight, rights cleared, nothing sneaky about it. She made it seem like this wasn't some secret grab, but footage that came through legit channels. Then she added something that made folks think twice, saying Diddy been filming himself for years, always had cameras around, always documenting his life like it was a movie. To her, this footage wasn't some rare accident, it was part of a long habit. Netflix backed her fully. No apologies, no edits, no delays. They let the series stay up like they were confident they did nothing wrong. That confidence only made the internet louder, because when a giant like Netflix don't blink, people start wondering who really holds the cards. And at that moment, it felt like the fight wasn't just Diddy versus 50 anymore. It was Diddy versus the whole machine, and the machine wasn't showing any signs of slowing down.
After all the letters, the threats, all the noise online, Diddy still ain't moved on Netflix yet. No lawsuit filed, no emergency motions, nothing public at all. And that silence got everybody talking. Fans started speculating, saying maybe he's cooking up something behind the scenes. Maybe he's letting the heat die down before he strikes. Others said maybe the footage changed the game. Maybe it showed things he didn't want blown up in court. Either way, the streets could feel the tension. This wasn't just waiting, this was strategy. Meanwhile, 50 Cent been out there on shows like Good Morning America saying this documentary ain't about beef, it's about shining light, telling the truth. Some people buy that, some say, nah, that's just covering for the shots he's been throwing. The whole situation turned into a chess game, with fans trying to read every move, every silence, every public statement. And in the middle of it all, it's clear this ain't just rap beef no more. It's about control, power, and who gets to own the story when cameras are always rolling and everybody got an opinion. One wrong move, one public comment, and the streets know it could change the whole game.